Hello, good evening, and welcome, everybody in Internet Land and Twitch Land. I have never been so nervous to start an episode in my entire life. But here we are. We're back after the events of the previous episode and the freaking out to what happened after we finished. Yeah, we're back, and things are going to move forward. I'm going to keep playing, and it's all going to be lovely. So, what I'm going to do now is just give a brief, for those of you who weren't here, little overlay as to where we left it last time. So, our adventuring party made their way to a clearing in the Stage Forest, an artificial clearing. Trees have been felled and made into makeshift barricades, spiked barricades, in this large felled area in front of a huge cliff face, at least 50 foot, 60 foot high, that you could see. It goes further over, but this is the side of a mountain. There were guards posted. Our team were able to infiltrate these hidden positions, take out the guards. We saw the first charge from Opal's new Steel Defender Bullwinkle as it crashed itself into the opening of the cave. Unfortunately, Elowin's little familiar owl had gone in there before it and got stuck, got its little claw stuck in a rock, and as soon as the large metallic moose entered the cave, the owl was turned to stardust. But that's not the worst thing that happened. There was a little bit of a crawl through various tunnels where they met a small goblinoid whose name now escapes me. What was he called? Our little guy. Oh, Rocks. A little goblin just chipping away at rocks, and he was called Rocks. And they had a conversation with him, and he was able to give them information as to what they were about to enter into. As they made it further down into the cave itself, they happened upon a large cavernous space. In the center of this cavernous space was a enormous, I say it again, enormous, dark plant-like creature. With writhing tentacles on the ground, and its look is very, very similar to the Wisdom Bane flowers that you found above at ground level. Very, very concentrated in this area, by the way, by those barricades outside, and you now know that the source of this was this pod that you found underneath the ground in the cave. Not only the pod, but with several of her friends stood a blonde-haired, black-armoured woman by the name of Demelza Willowthorn, Elowin's sister, and a fight ensued, and within a couple of rounds, Elowin fell. The last strike before I ended the game was Demelza pushing a dagger slowly into her sister's chest and watching the light leave her eyes. And that is where we're going to pick back up. So I'm going to kill this music. Go to the battle screen, everybody. You can now mute your microphones. Hey, everyone.
Hello.
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 And Elowin's camera is populated currently with a really cool skeleton. I'm just going to say it.
It is really good.
Originally, I was going to blank the camera, but when she drew that, I thought, no, we couldn't keep it in. That's very funny. Right. Okay, so just need to unmute this, and then we can get on with the fight. Almost like we never left. Right, ladies and gentlemen. I'll just make this a little bit bigger so you can see it. So everyone is in their original positions because I haven't touched this map apart from adding in your familiars if you have them. So next in the initiative order is Opal. What do you like to do?
I want to kill Demelza is what I want to do.
Well, yeah.
That's what I want to do. Okay. So
You're at the very top of the screen. I'll move it down slightly actually so we can see.
Opal is gonna let out a blood-curdling scream, like from the depths of her soul, like screaming, like rage, hurt, anger, all of that.
All of that good stuff.
Yeah, I'm thinking she wants to move, like over here.
Absolutely.
That way she's got a clear shot.
Yes.
And then, she's just gonna, without thinking, just her hand just automatically shoots out for an attack.
Okay.
Towards Demelza.
When you saw your friend fall, your brain harkened back to a very specific point in your past where you entered through a very familiar, normally very comforting doorway into a room where someone who you know should have been there. As you saw the still body of your grandmother flopped onto a bed, and the last remnants of a leg exiting a window, wafting a curtain behind it. The first time you reached forward with your hand and cast a spell, you cast the exact same spell this time, so I'd like you to roll to attack with a fire bolt, please.
Oh gosh, I can't remember. 14.
Let me check. Oh, 14 misses. Ooh. So yeah, just the emotions take over, and just as you're about to release it, your hand shakes and it fires into the ceiling. Sorry, that was a miss. Or do you want to stay in your position there, or do you want to move?
I want to move back to where I was.
Where you were. What I'm going to do, when I move you around the board, if you've got a familiar, the familiar will just go with you. So you can basically launch them into position for where you are. Unless you want to send them away from you, of course, you can always do that. But I'll.
Well, Bullwinkle is Shrinkrimple. He's small right now.
He's
yeah.
Winklesack.
Yeah, Winklesack.
Packed away.
Yep.
All right, is that the end of your turn?
Don't let that.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. All right, it's Tad's turn, and I am him right now. So, here's his character. Jordan, just answer me a question. Can you remember how high he was above that pod in the middle? Because I know you're also floating.
It is. I'm 10 feet above the black goop so that I can reach it, and he's 15. He's just out of its reach.
He's just out of reach, okay.
Yeah, he's right above me in terms of, like, the height difference.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Oh, he's out of spell slots. Alright. Alright, he's just going to do a...
It's good to know.
Yeah, he's out. Okay, short bow attack it is. From elevated position. That is a... when you're Jaegering a character, and also you've also got your own NPCs to like get their own things as well. Brain hurts.
Playing himself.
That is a miss, unfortunately. He whiffs it wide and shoots, but he's going to stay where he is, out of position. He's going to actually bonus action try and hide in the air, because that's just one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Behind practically nothing. Oh no, but I suppose he could hide behind you, Ishi, couldn't he? Because he's above you.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Okay, he believes he's hidden. Right. From your elevated position, Isha and Tad will also be able to have seen this. Down towards the bottom right-hand side of the screen, you can just see two bandits poking their heads out of where the rock is. Down here. You see a figure approach from behind the rocks to the first one and break his neck. This guy drops to the ground dead. He then comes behind the other one and puts both hands on his head and on his back, and you see this dark purple black energy start to withdraw out of this bandit into the figure standing behind him. That happens for a couple of seconds, and then he also drops dead. And then he will move out into the space here as whoever can see this. Creel Vargas is now on the battlefield. He stands there having done his two moves, looks directly at Elowin, and then looks directly at Elowin's sister, who is now turned to see him because she knows who this is. Creel says, "The Melzer Willowthorn, you have extinguished a light that can never be equaled, and in so doing, you have just signed your own death warrant. My family," and he looks at all the rest of you, "someone needs to take out that plant. The rest of you, annihilate that blonde-haired bitch." And that's the end of his turn. We now get to Isha.
So, Isha, upon seeing Creel and hearing that, he's just going to take his halberd and just straight down and just go after the plant. And he's going to strike with the halberd.
Okay, go for it. Roll to attack.
18 plus 5. That's a 23 to hit.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Goodness gracious, yes.
1, 10. So that is a 7 to hit, or like 7 damage.
7 damage, okay. Quite a heavy hit. One of the upward-facing tentacles is just like riding just below where you are. You hack that clean off, and it just dashes onto the floor. As it hits the ground, it just turns into the black ichor that you see coming out of these flowers, and just starts dripping through the cracks in the rock below you. Are you staying where you are?
Yes, I am. I'm just gonna float right there, 10 feet from it, and just keep its attention.
Good. Okay, so that's the end of your turn. We get to Seraphina.
Hey.
So you're just up here at the top of the screen. I've just seen Shoney's message in the chat.
Oh, I'm not on it. I'm.
He says, we play Dungeons and dragging these nuts all over their candy ass.
Sounds about right.
And then he says, roll high, everyone. What are we thinking, Seraphina?
Is anybody hurt that I would totally be aware of from last time that I was here? No? Cool.
Well, there's one, but he's kind of beyond help right now.
Fair.
You can't
Valid.
do anything about that at the moment.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. I want to... move over so that I can firebolt the... Why can't it let me click? Is it working? No.
I think
Well,
Rob's
I
the only
want
one
a
who can
firebolt.
actually move them.
Hmm?
I think Rob's the only one who can actually move your token.
Yeah, I can
Oh, no, I
I
just
can move
wanted
the
to
token,
click.
but you should be able to click and like do distance markers and things. Hello, Raiders.
No?
Oh man.
Oh,
Benito coming in with 12 viewers. Hello, 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 hello.
Hi.
Hello?
Oh.
Hello? Hello? There we go.
Sorry, do you want to move where you just put your marker?
Yeah, but I didn't... I drew by accident.
That's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
I didn't...
Seraphina has a big stick.
So are we,
Yeah,
Benito.
let's
So are
go.
we.
Let's go
Thank you for the follows, guys.
over here.
You want to go there?
Yeah.
Cool.
And I'm gonna cast Firebolt on...
Right, where you currently are, that particular enemy is behind a rock in front of it that's
I
higher than
see.
he is, so you
Okay.
can't currently see that enemy.
I didn't see
The
rock,
enemies that
you're
you have
right.
currently in sight are the bandit to the right hand side of the screen, diagonally above the pod, or you have Elowin's sister, or there is also this long-toothed gentleman down here as well.
Hmm. You know what? Fuck it. I want to firebolt her sister.
I like the way you think. Shall I move you over into straight line of sight, somewhere like over here?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Amazing.
There we go.
What I planned all along.
You still have a little bit of movement to get, but well, you've only moved 10 feet, so you've still got 20 feet of movement after you use your actions on this turn. So, okay, roll for attack. So D20 plus your spellcasting modifier.
12.
12 misses. Ah! No one can hit this woman. Again, you reach
Going
forward.
smoothly. Everything's fine.
It's going forward. The firebolt comes out.
It's the firebolts.
Somehow, one of the writhing tentacles from the creature just gets in the way of it and just deflects it out of the way, and it hits a higher rock above you, and it does actually cause a further 3 points of fire damage to the creature itself. So you did hit, but just not what you intended.
Yeah.
So it took a little bit of damage on that one. Okay. So you've still got movement, and you've also got bonus actions as well if you want to cast a... her AC is so high, Bree, because no one hit her. Oh, also she's got shit as well. But you don't know.
I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Fuck yes. Right. Just ignore everything that you're about to see on the screen. While I pull up my spiritual weapon thing. Okay, would you like a spectral sword or a big old axe? Bearing in mind, it can look like whatever you want it to look like. By the way, this is just a marker for it.
I'd like to go with the sword this time, please.
Absolutely. One moment, caller.
Big old sword.
Big old sword.
Jeez.
Oh.
I'm shrinking it down. Right, okay. So,
It's cold.
the sword's on the board. Where would you like to put it?
Can I get it over to the big bad? That's less than 60 feet, right?
Well, you can cast the weapon within 60
right, I
feet of
can't
where you
move
are.
it.
Oh, no, you can. So, yeah.
No, but that's...
Yeah, where would you like to put it? So, you can get it right up to Demelza if you wish. Or on the plant, or on the toothy guy.
No. Demelza.
Demelza. And you do get an attack this turn as well, so roll for attack for your spiritual weapon.
20! Nat 20!
Natural.
Hooray!
Come on! That's what you do. Yes, that hits.
Big old sword.
Take some hit points off this bitch. Have you got the damage?
It's the D8 plus 5.
Yep.
12.
Yes.
Nice, girl.
Oh,
Then is that doubled for the crit?
that is double for a crit. Yeah, actually no, sorry. It's a. What did he roll on the D8 itself?
7.
So 7, so double to 14 plus 5 is 19 points.
Yes.
Ooh!
Yeah, I don't double the modifier, just the numbers on the dice rolled. So that's the
Right.
So 19. So that is very similarly in the way that she plunged the dagger into her sister's chest. That spiritual weapon does exactly the same thing to her and just puts a gaping hole right in the middle of her thorax. She's not looking happy and also bleeding.
Thank goodness. Oh, sorry, was that rude?
Not at all. All right, Jamie. So next time, if you're within 60 feet of your weapon, you can move it 20 feet in any direction before you make an attack, or you can just leave it where it is. It's up to you.
Okay.
So that's the end of your turn. Or do you want to move back to where you were?
No, I'll stay there.
Stay there, cool. All right, Birdwin.
Okay, so I can't do I can't do anything about Elwyn personally yet. But I heard Creel say something about the big group.
Yeah, he said someone needs to take out the plant because it does have reach with those tentacles on the ground.
Sure. Okay, so what I would like to do is just move the 5 feet to up against the rock under where Bonnie is.
There?
So I've got cover from Dumb Bitch, and then then I would like to Eldritch Blast the thing.
Eldritch Blast, yes.
Eldritch Blast.
Shoot the fire.
I just got. Oh, I gotta load it. Hang on.
It would blaze.
That's a 13.
Ooh, just misses.
Oh no.
Fires off, but this thing's hide is just too strong. It just deflects it again, and you just see this green energy impact on the rock face of
Bonnie, help me.
Bonnie can make an attack if Bonnie wishes.
Okay.
Oh, do you mean with advantage for the attack? You mean?
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. Go ahead. I'll let Bonnie use. Bonnie use her help action, so you can roll what? Yeah, we can roll a d20 again. Take the higher number.
All right, 15.
Hits. That's its armor class. It's got quite robust natural hide on the outside of this plant. So roll for damage. Your Ilbridge Blaze.
1.
Oh.
It's still
damage. It's still damage.
It's fine.
It helped.
But the green energy leaves your hand and it impacts on the outside of the thing. You can see a little bit of like charred mess in the place where it impacted. This is a large creature, so it did a little bit of damage, but not much.
Sure.
Right. Are you staying where you are?
Yes.
Awesome. Right, Lynx. Come on, my boy. Where are you? Right, he's going to Witch Bolt Demelza.
Yeah.
Yeah. 5, 15, 30. Yeah. We can see from there. Right. Bitch. 18 plus stuff, that hits. That is a 2d12 lightning damage. Robbie to go home.
Oh yeah.
Oh, not bad, that's 12 points. 12 points. So, you see Lynx step forward. He, again, looks down at Elwyn's body on the ground. You see the rage start to take over on his face. Even though he's not been with you guys long, he's actually started to like you guys a lot. He puts both hands in front of him in like a prayer position here, and you see some electrical energy start to like gather around them. As it does, they shoot up his arms into his horns, and then outside the edge of his horns, 2 lightning bolts fire straight at Eloin's chest, where the spiritual weapon entered her chest, and just there is now a tether of lightning from his horns into her chest. She just gives out a scream of pain. And she took some damage on that one as well. She's not looking happy. Right, Lynx is going to stay there because he's just starting to barrel down on this woman now. Right, it's the bandits go. This idiot is going to run out here and take a shot at the one of the flying guys. Let's choose which. Dad. With a short bow. And he's going to miss with a 4. And he's going to stay where he is. Right. These guys are going to run out. One's going to take an attack on to Seraphina with a short bow. Jesus Christ. That's a 4. So that misses Seraphina. The other one is going to take an attack on Lynx. That's better. 16 plus 5, that's 21 to hit. Yep. So he takes 1d6. 1 plus 5, so he takes 6 points of damage. That was a lot to think about. Go. Okay, that's the end of their turn. They've got to stay where they are. It is now the Trokans go. Yeah. Her stats up. Right. Six. Can't reach him. Can't really reach anyone. Right, he's going to head in the direction of Creel. And he can't actually reach to make an attack because his attacks are all melee, so he won't do anything else on this turn. Right, top of the round is the Poisonous Bane pod. Anyone in range? Yes. Right, he's going to shoot a tentacle out towards Lakes. Is a... Sorry guys, I'm doing a lot of math really quickly. Plus 60, yeah, that definitely hits. 2d4. 1. And it's another 1, that's good. So plus... of course, that's 6 points of damage. And he needs to make a wisdom saving throw. His wisdom isn't very good. 14. That's a save, thank Christ for that. So he doesn't get lashed with one of the tentacles. So he gets damaged, but not that much. Right. Demelza. Sorry, this is all me. She's going to stay where she is. But she's going to just shout to the guy in front of her just to take a step to the left. But he can't do that, so he's going to just like kind of crouch down, and she's going to attack the woman who's just plunged a sword into her chest. With
the sword did that itself.
I don't know who brought that here. Whose sword is that? Alright, she's going to shoot an ice knife at you, Seraphina.
Excuse me?
So she puts her hand out in front of her legs, and you can just see like all the moisture in the air start to coalesce around her hands and turn into icicles around her hands. As she fires. What's your armor class?
17.
She can't roll for shit today. That was another 2. So you see this bolt of ice just release from her hand and fly forward, but it doesn't have the momentum to reach you, and just drops and scatters on the ground ahead of you. She is going to follow it up with a fireball because she gets 2 attacks on her turn. She's a bitch. That will hit. That is an 18 to hit. And that will be a d10. D10. That's 12 points of fire damage as a firebolt hits you square in the chest. and that is the end of her turn, and she's going to stay exactly where she is because she's not leaving her sister's body. Right, Opal, back to you.
Okay. Where do I need to move to get a line on Demelza?
On Demelza, right, it's going to be difficult in a minute now because you've got two bandits that are positioned directly in front of her as like a bit of a human shield. So
Right.
you can fire, but there will be a +2 on her AC because of the cover that she's got.
But if I move like over here, do I got sight on her?
You've got, if that's 30 feet, yes, you do have that, but I'll need you to make an athletics check to get over that. Sorry, an acrobatics check to get over that rough terrain.
Oh, that's rough terrain.
Yeah, which actually also means you only got half movement, so you'd only be able to move 15 feet if you went that way.
Right. Okay.
So you can risk the direct shot, but as I said, the AC will be slightly higher on her, and it's pretty high at the minute anyway.
Hello.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. One more
Rob, I
thing.
think Sarah has something.
What's that?
I'm sorry. We moved on really fast. I'm resistant to fire damage.
Oh, in that case, you take half of that damage that I gave you. So if it was 12, you take 6.
6. Okay, thank you.
Alright, I didn't see you put your hand up. Just shout my name, yo.
Okay, so
what was I doing? Oh yeah, sorry. Just to go back to the end of Demelza's turn. When she ends her turn, you do. Who's close? Birdwin, you'll probably be able to hear this in the distance you are from me. You just hear quietly that Demelza says to herself, "Master, help." Sorry.
Don't love that.
Back to Opal's turn.
okay, I'm gonna move and fire a fireball at one of the bandit that's directly in front of her.
At the human shield, okay. So are you going
Yeah.
like, sort of next to Seraphina, or do you want to stay at distance where you are?
Well, I don't think I have line of sight of him. Do I?
If you move, say like there, you can see them. The rock
Yeah,
that's
that's
directly
good.
in front of him, that's low. It's just the rock that's on the next square it starts
Okay.
to go up. So yeah, you can see him for where you are. So yeah, roll for attack.
19 to hit.
Hits.
Yep. Finally.
Hits.
Okay, so that's fireball for so that's 10 D10. Where's my D10? For 3 damage.
How much?
3.
Twa.
3. Wow.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, he's like his leather greaves are now on fire. Took a bit of damage. He's hurt. Are you seeing where you are?
And then Rocky is going to do his little force wave thing.
Is that
At
from
him as well.
distance?
Let me pull up his stats.
Yeah. Go Rocky, go.
Okay. Ranged attack, yep.
Range attack. I've just moved him slightly in front of you so he can get a view.
Okay. Which is probably what he would do.
Yeah. Do his little Hulk clap.
So 15 to hit.
Yeah, hits. Are you going for the bandit still?
I'm sorry, cut out what?
Sorry, are you going for the bandit
To
still?
hit? Yeah, that same bandit.
Yep. So, yeah. Sorry, what did you do? 15?
Yep.
That hits.
Okay.
Come on, Rocky, get a kill.
That's 5 damage.
Oh.
Rolled a 4 on a D4.
Just barely hanging on. So as the wings come round and clap basically in front of him and sends this force
Yep.
straight towards this guy, it just basically takes off part of his armor and also part of like the skin on his chest with it, and he's like dropping to one knee now, looking rough. Go on, Rocky.
I'm gonna move back to where I was.
Certainly. So that was about there, was it?
Yeah.
Rocky behind you.
Yep.
Okay, awesome. That's
On my
awesome.
back.
That is the end of your turn. It is now Tad's turn. Tad is going to shoot at the blonde-haired bitch. Ooh, that hits with a short sword, short bow. Where's my boy? Six plus 5. 9 points of piercing damage.
Piercing.
Piercing damage. Yeah, arrow goes straight into the top part of her clavicle just there and just lodges itself into the upper part of her chest. She's now coughing gouts of blood. She is rough. He is going to stay there and he's not going to use his bonus action. He's going to stay where he is. Right. I just need to make one roll. Natural 20. Of course it is.
Don't love this.
Ooh, no.
Demelza Willowthorn is going to use her one and only legendary action to activate a ring on her hand, and you see a blue portal appear behind her as she steps through and disappears.
I was
You're
afraid of that.
kidding me.
She's just left the battlefield.
Round the Yasta.
Right, that is the end of her turn because she can't do anything else because she ain't there no more. Creel. Oh, Creel gets to attack a vampire. Come on now. Beautiful bastard. Yeah, he's going to go and do inflict wounds on this. Put right up to it. You just see Creel just walk up and just basically put his hands just round this thing's throat. And he's going to hopefully... Is it a ranged attack? Like a spell attack, yes it is. 17 plus lots. I love this man. 3d10.
Jesus.
He's a strong boy.
7.
Been around for a while.
15. Another 8 is 23 points of damage. 1, 2. Pause a little bit. Well, that took a lot of out of him. Right. So Creel's there, just grabbing hold of this thing's by the throat, and he just pulses this dark energy into him, and you just see like skin start to slough off. The fangs almost seem like they got a little bit shorter, and some of the hair falls out. It's looking more disgusting than it was previously. And Creel is going to stay right there, next to that guy. He's also going to shout out again, don't forget the plant. And it is Isha's turn.
Okay. So, I would like to... Where is it? At first, I would like to action church. So, I then get 2 attacks with that extra action. So
Okay.
I roll twice with my I'll attack once with my halberd, and then the second action I will then cast Ice Knife to the pod.
Okay, so the halberd attack and the weapon and the spell attack is both on the plant.
Yes.
Go for it.
So this one is the halberd. That is a 19 to hit for the halberd.
Hits.
Okay. That
So work
is only 6 damage.
Okay.
And then no, it's 8 damage. Sorry.
Oh.
With the wings I get +2. So 8 damage for that. And then the ice knife misses. I only rolled a 2.
Oh. Ah. So the halberd swings low again, taking another like half a tentacle away from the things that are lashing towards you above. As you just get so giddy that you hit and took another tentacle, you sort of like just almost just like half fire the ice knife down, almost like you're doing a mic drop, and it just goes wide. Scatters on the rock below. Are you still maintaining your height?
Yes. Just staying there, dodging the tentacles and stuff, and eating them in space.
So again, took a little bit of damage. As these tentacles sort of like get chopped off, you do see that especially on the top of the plant itself, the natural hide armor that it's got just starts to like crumble away a little bit. You can see that more delicate. It's still like the black purple horrible flesh, but it looks like fresher underneath, if you know what I mean.
Gotcha.
Okay, so that's your turn. So Serafina, you're up.
Can I firebolt the plant?
The plant? You can.
$25.
25. Yes, hits it and all its cousins. $1d10 damage.
And it's plus the hit.
No,
on
on Fireball, because it's only a cantrip, it's literally what the number on the dice. It doesn't.
Okay.
It doesn't
So
let
it's
you
5.
add your spellcasting modifier. 5 damage. Okay. Again, another nice large scorch mark appearing on the outside of the plant itself. More delicate flesh now seen underneath it as you see the edge start to singe and frazzle with that fire you just pumped into it. Very good. Yeah, it's starting to look a little bit rough. Its movements are now not as smooth. They're starting to look a little sluggish, but it's still there. Would you like to do anything with your weapon?
Yes. I'll attack one of the bandits over here.
Yeah. Sweep it over here. Okay, roll for attack.
Mm-hmm. 20, dirty 20.
Definitely hits.
Mm-hmm.
She be rolling.
I be roll. Oh, Jesus. And then, 7.
7 damage.
Mm-hmm.
The guy on the right sees this, has an inkling that something is approaching. Doesn't really know from where, and then when he turns around to talk to his friend next to him, his friend no longer has a head as he drops to the floor dead on the ground. And as he does, it reveals a large glowing sword behind him.
Yeah.
And delete. That's a kill.
Delete.
Delete. That's a kill. Right, are you staying where you are?
I'm very comfortable in that spot.
Yes, you are indeed. Right, Birdman.
Baby's turn.
Me?
It is you, yes.
Okay, I'm going to take out the dragon wing bow, load it with an arrow, and shoot it at the plant.
Yes.
$17.
It's
Nice.
Yay! So it's 1d6 plus 1 if I can get this out of here. And then the 6 for lightning damage also.
yes, on top of that.
Okay. So that's 7 piercing
Nice.
and one
So
and
eight,
1 lightning damage.
so 8 total.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So you you draw back, you see the energy start to crackle around the arrow itself, and then reaching forward, it disappears inside to the plant, and then you just hear this as the one spark of lightning damage just crackles inside it, where you don't see it. It's like a little, really dull little light inside, just goes ping, and that's it. Yeah, but good. Took damage. Are you staying where you are, or is Bonnie doing anything?
Yay. No, I don't want her to get involved in
Nasty
yeah,
affairs.
I'm good where I'm at.
Okay, so you're staying where you are. It is okay. So it's now Lynx's turn. Yeah, he's going to go ahead, and so his witch bolt has now dropped because Demelza has left the field because she's a scared little bitch. Yeah, he's going to take out that bandit there.
Take him out.
Real. No, he's going to be sensible about it. He's going to stand next to his little tiefling friend up there, and he's going to fire a firebolt at idiot. Natural 20.
Idiot.
You can go.
That is 1d10. No. Yes. 16 points of damage. Oh. What a bad 6 seconds you just had, my friend. So as this guy looks to his left and sees that his friend's head's just been severed off and dropped to the ground and sees a sword, he turns back and turns to ash. Gone.
Rough.
Okay, Lynx is staying where he is.
That's rough, buddy.
There's one bandit left. He is going to... Let me just roll for this just to see what he's doing. Yeah, he rolled a 5. He's not sticking around for this. He's going to use his full movement to get down here. And then he's going to move... He's going to dash and get over there. But as he passes Creel's going to take an opportunity attack against him.
Yeah.
And he's going to miss, unfortunately. He's too concentrated on the token in front of him, so he's going to get all the way to here and try and exit the space. As he's the only bandit remaining on the field, that's the end of their turn. It is now the Trocan's go. The Trocan is... Yeah, he's going to attack Daddy Creel
Daddy.
with a claws and a bite attack. Okay, claws first. Natural one.
He's numbered.
Woo!
So somehow Creel manages to Neo out the way, even though he's got him by his throat. I'll let you decide how he does that. Right, he's going to try and go for a good old-fashioned bite to the neck. That's a 19 to hit. Plus stuff, plus 6, so yeah.
Ooh.
25 definitely hits him. So, 2d6 necrotic damage. 8. Alright, 8 points of damage. And then he has to... Target's hit point maximum is reduced by the amount of equal to the necrotic damage taken. And they regain hit points equal to that amount. Oh, son of a bitch, it's like life drain. There you got some points back. Okay, so you see Creel get out of the way of a claw attack, and then unfortunately he wasn't strong enough to get, so the teeth go straight into his neck and start to pull some of that blood out, and the vampire's hair starts to... His hair comes back a little bit, and some of the wound on the skin starts to heal slightly as he pulls some hit points out of Creel. That's the end of his go. We get back to the plant itself, which is looking very hurt. And it can't move. The only one it can go for is Creel. That's the only one who's in range. Natural 3. Nope. So Creel just ducks as a vine just whips around the top of his head. Misses. That thing does not have anything else to do. So, Opal.
Okay. I'm gonna move. If I move to like here, I'm still out of range
Of the big gloopy bot?
of the plant.
Yes, you are. Yes.
Okay, then that's where I want to move.
There you go.
And I'm gonna try to firebolt him. The plant.
The plant. Go for it.
Yeah. Nat 20.
Fuck yes.
Nice.
Mm.
Roll that D10 high and double it.
2.
Doubled.
Doubled.
Did you roll a 1?
I rolled a 1.
Oh no!
But I got a nat 20.
You got a nat 20. You did.
You did. You did. Our damage.
oh.
The 2 damage.
Fight.
You know.
It's like the skeletons all over again.
You shoot the firebolt out. It hits a part of the plant that's already been hit several times, and what it does is it actually tunnels in. And you see inside of it that it's got a hollow interior at one part of the plant. You see Birdwind's arrow just drop from where it was past the hole that you just made. And you also see that there is something inside of this space within the pod itself. There's like a mound of something. But that's the end of your turn, if you want to stay where you are.
I'm gonna stay where I
Or
am.
do you want your little dude to do something?
Oh yeah, let's have him do his little force.
He gets a turn, you might as well do it.
Yeah.
So I'll put Rocky
Get
just
him.
in front of you there, so Rocky just appears next to Bonnie, and Bonnie freaks out. Because he's just too cute.
15.
15 hits.
Okay.
Go on, Rocky.
You fours are so difficult. 5 damage.
Oh.
Ah!
Mm.
No.
He had 6 hit points left. He's now
Oh.
1 hit
no.
point. This thing is now starting to deflate like a really large hot air balloon and just starting to sink into the ground. But you just see the tentacles just push and just like really jerky, horrible movements on the ground, leaving this ichor all over the stonework.
I tried, guys. I
Oh,
tried.
so close. I really want Rocky to get a kill. Right, that's the end of your turn. Tad, who's not here, is probably going to kill this thing. Actually, no. From an elevated position, he can see the Trocan on the other side next to Creel. So as Creel is flanking him, he's going to roll with advantage on the Trocan with a ranged
I like that.
short bow attack.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Especially if you saw him get bit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's a 15 plus 6, that's a 21 to hit. That definitely does it. And that's a 6 on the dice, plus a 5, that's 11 points of damage to that toothy bastard. Which knocks him back down from that HP he just stole from Creel. So it's now got a arrow just like diagonally through the chest and out of the back. It's bleeding, doesn't really care all that much, but it did take damage. Tad's going to say where he is. Creel. We got this time. Oh. Okay, let's try this. Roll above a 10, that's good. Right. You see Creel, one of his hands comes away from the Trocan's neck and just reaches out forward. His eyes close. And again, you see like lightning crackles start to appear around his fingers. And he's just pointing his hand out in a direction and hoping something happens. From behind where the spiritual weapon is, way back into this rock here, you just see this blade float from the ground and then fly and snap into his hand. This thing is...
Meow meow.
It's Mew Mew.
Glad.
Bring it up.
Okay, that would have been real dumb if nobody got it.
That's exactly what I thought of when I created him, because I wanted that to be one of his abilities.
Exactly.
He's got a Force Hammer. Action. Right, so yeah, you see a long sword appear in his hand. This sword, when it moves through the air, it leaves a blurred image behind the blade in the air, and a slight wisp of shadow behind it. It's made of dull grey iron. There are white runes inlaid on the crossguard and the base of the blade. The handle's wrapped in dull red leather, and it's got a small charm hanging from it as well. On the pommel is inset a white gemstone, and when activated, the runes on the blade glow the same colour as the gemstone. So, as the sword appears in his hand, now next to this thing, he's just going to speak to the sword and say, "Silencer, take this thing's head." So the blade's called Silencer. And he's going to take he's going to take a swing at this sumbitch.
That's good.
He can roll 15 plus. Lots hits. Right.
Excuse me.
This thing does shit though as well, doesn't it? Oh yes it does. Oh yes it does. Right, so it's 1d8. It's d8, which is an 8 plus 5.
Dang.
Take those first. So that is 13. And then it suffers a further 2d6 necrotic, which it'll actually only take half of 6. And that left my dice tray, and that's a 5. So that's 11 rounded down to 5, so it takes 5 points of damage again from that. So it's quite a decent amount of damage. Okay. So he swings the blade through. You see the blade image behind it and the shadow coming off the blade. It lands in its neck and then gets stuck basically when the when the knife has got towards bone. It just stays there. So this thing is sticking out of its neck now. It's still alive, but it's in peril, shall we say. Okay, that's Creel's go. Isha.
Okay, I'm just gonna swing at the bot with my halberd.
Uh-huh.
Oop.
Cool.
16.
16 hits.
Do you still want me to roll for damage, even though it has my health point?
Of course.
Okie dokie. That is 7 damage.
Fantastic. How do you want to do this?
I think Isha is gonna notice the hole that the rest of the group makes, and he's gonna fly down and like let go of his halberd, but then do like a sector kick to the base of it, just kick it right into the hole and pierce the center.
Nice.
And
As you kick the blade...
with my bonus,
Oh, go on.
I was just gonna say with my bonus action, I was gonna snap and have it come back to my hands.
Oh, yes. So, sorry, what kick did you say? It just like went crackly for a bit. I missed the word you used. This is a scissor kick.
Essentially, just like a football scissor kick, just like a soccer player would do, straight into the hole.
Yeah, a little bit of sideways action. You send this halberd slacking into the side of this thing. It just carves a massive hole, and you just see this thing just open like a peeled banana. There is layers and layers and layers of this fleshy plant matter just flopping onto the ground, and then in when it's fully open, when Opal hit it and saw a slight mound beneath it, you now see that there is a single arrow the bird fired into it as well, and you just see this mound of something again inside it. You don't quite see what it is yet because you're not close enough. Right, and then you snap and back to your hand. That's very cool. Krill sort of looks at that and goes, nice. As he's just pulled the sword to his own hand. Right, okay, that's the end of your go. You assume you're staying where you are?
Yes.
Okay. Seraphina, it is your go. The only enemy left on the board is the Troken, which is in combat with Creel.
Mm-hmm.
This thing is now gone. But it is still there, so you will have to move around it. I should have left it there, really.
If it's like deflated, can I shoot?
Yeah, actually, as it's open like a flower now and just slops on the ground, you can, there's basically, you can now see, probably for the first time, you can see Creel, and this thing that's now got a sword latched in its neck, but it's still attacking Creel.
Okay. Yeah, more firebolting, just right in its face.
Fireball action. Go, Gadget. Roll that dice.
Oops. Dirty 20.
Yes, hits.
Three.
Damage. So the lightning bolt hits at the other side of the head, so now it's got a sword in one side, and now its other side of its head is slightly ablaze. Yes, there. Do you like to do anything else in your turn?
I'll just move my imaginary sword up.
My imaginary friend. Just a little bit closer.
Mm-hmm.
There it goes as it swoops over. Right. Are you staying where you are?
Mm-hmm.
Seraphina's done. Okay, Birdwin.
Okay. Oh, shit. I can't move this map very well. Okay. So now that that is moved out of the way, I want... I want to move out, like, forward into the open space, like 10 feet. And, yeah. Then can I cast hold person on that last bandit?
On the Troken at the bottom.
No, on the last bandit. I don't want him to leave.
The guy's running away.
At the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
Yes, you can. Is that a save from me?
Yes, a wisdom 13.
Wisdom. We have a quick look at his massive stats. Zero modifier.
People.
You're on 4.
Nice.
So as
Perfect.
he's hightailing,
So he is paralyzed and he can... Yeah.
So it's paralysis, is it? So
Yeah,
incapacitated.
he's paralyzed at the end of each of its turns. It can repeat the save.
I forgot he was there. Right, yeah, okay. So he's now just held in place. Can't do anything. Breathing's quite difficult. Yeah. He wants a new job. Really quick. Can you do
And
anything else with
then
your turn?
I can. I can't measure. I'm on mobile with the
Yeah, that's
thing.
cool.
I
Just
can
let me know what you
misty
wanna do.
step. Can I use a bonus action to misty step 30 feet towards him?
Towards the bandit? You can.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 30. So, those of you around the area that Bird is, you just see her standing there 1 second and then just leaves. Drop to the ground and then 30 feet ahead she appears again with a scatter of leaves that hit the ground. Okay, you're 30 feet ahead from where you were. That is the end of your turn, which is now Lynx. Just that trope in there. Just hit points. Okay. He's going to cast Magic Missile on the Troken, which hits automatically. I don't need to roll for it. 4, 7, 8. 8 points of force damage. So, sword in one side of the neck, fire on the other side of his face, and then 3 force damage into his chest like a shotgun. Yeah, he's low. Very, very low. Lynx is now going to move forward his full 30 feet towards his fallen compadre. And that's the end of his turn. It's now the bandit's turn. What does he get to do on his turn? Is it the end of his turn he gets a roll to save?
At the end of his turn, he can roll a save, yeah.
So he can he... Hang on. Paralyzed. You and your mundane items turn to stone or something like it. Attacks against you have advantage. You're resistant to damage. You're immune to poison. Oh, that's petrified. Oh no. Right, so incapacitated.
He's paralyzed.
Yeah. Oh, I'm in the wrong way. Auto fails strength and dexterity saves. You are incapacitated. Attacks against you at advantage and attacks within 5 feet or auto crits. Well, they can't move. So he's going to roll a wisdom, is it? What's the DC?
13.
That's it. That is with a 0 modifier, that's a 5. So he's still shit held in place. He can't do anything else. Vampire. Okay, Troken's turn. He's going to go again. Yep, he's going to go for Creel again. As rough as it, natural 1. You know what? I'm not even going to give him his second attack because he rolled a natural 1. He's done and dusted. Right. The plant is dead. Demel's is gone. Opal.
I really didn't think I'd get another turn.
Neither did I. This is the most rounds we've ever had.
Okay, pull up the table. Shelby, did you paralyze that guy so we could kill him, or so we could question him? Question. Okay, so I'm not.
I want to know where the next base is.
Okay. Good. Okay.
No murder.
Yeah, no murder. Okay, I'm gonna try to firebolt that Tolkien guy. Troken.
J.R.R. Tolkien?
Do it! The J.R.R. Martin.
30-20.
30-20 hits. Oh, come on. Roll above a 3.
I got a 3.
Nice.
No! Once more from the cheap seats.
Rocky.
Roll above a
Rocky.
I got a 3?
He's got one hit
but
point.
I mean, Rocky has a nat 20.
Yes.
We made the squirrel a murderer.
The cute little mechanical toy
The robot squirrel.
is a psychopath.
Okay, so I multiply the dice by 2 and then add any modifiers.
Yeah.
So that's 6 total.
6 total. How does Rocky want to do this?
Give me a moment to breathe. So Rocky extends his wings. The energy builds in his chest. And then he flexes his wings as the energy and his wing power go towards the Troken and hopefully murders.
Murder.
So the clap goes. It's
Rocky wants to
there's a
murder?
little spark as the metallic wings hit together, and that spark is almost carried almost like a ray of light as the force exits the wings and goes towards the Troken itself. As it hits into the side of it, looking like he's just cast a sunbeam spell almost towards this undead creature. The remaining tissue around its neck that was holding its head to its shoulders then just separates, and the head flies off, hits 15 feet to the rock in front of him, and spikes onto one of just the shorter rocks that's sticking up. Tongue longing out of its mouth as the body just crumples to the ground. No longer moving.
Is Creel impressed with my squirrel?
Creel looks over to you and just applauds. And then sheathes his sword to his side. Right.
We did it! Okay.
Now, there is still an enemy on the ground, but as he is paralyzed and he's failed his save, I'll give him another chance to break free. He rolled a 2, so he's still stuck there. I'm going to say that's
Perfect.
combat. I'm going to say that's combat over. So just give me a sec, just to change things around. Sorry, this is just going to take me a minute.
We need to tie up that bandit.
Right. Combat's now done. So guys, what are you doing? As you see, most of the enemies have left the
I'm
field.
gonna close in on my bandit.
Close down the bandit, okay.
I'm gonna follow Bird. Already pulling my rope out of my bag.
And I'll just dagger. Hold it.
He's just in place, he can't move.
Not
He's just
directly to him, but in front of him. Yeah, exactly.
What are you doing? What are you saying? You can't really reply in his current state.
Right.
I hold the rope out to Bird. I said, do you want to do the honor? So shall I.
You go ahead.
Okay.
I can release him when I'm ready.
Okay. So I tie up the bandit, hands, feet, so he's not going anywhere.
Pretty much hog time. He's like stuck in like a running pose at the minute, so you can get him like as tight as you can around his wrists, around his ankles, and sort of like hog tied like round the body and stuff. So when he does actually get free, he'll just drop. I'm going to give him another save.
Okay.
What's the DC again? Sorry, 13. 13. You just rolled a 15. So he breaks the whole person, but now realizes he's now completely entwined in rope and poof, hits the ground. Just looking up at you both, pretty terrified right now.
You should have chose a different line of work. Where is the home base? Where did she go?
Make a persuasion check with advantage. Actually, no, make an intimidation check with advantage.
Okay.
Can I add a help action to that?
Well, she's already got advantage on the roll anyway, so all that would do is just give advantage again, which you can't get it 3 times or twice, unfortunately.
Okay.
Intimidation, you said?
Uh-huh.
Uh, 13.
13. He sort of looks up at you, and the look of fear in his eyes starts to wane slightly. You do see a tear just run down the right side of his face as you just see him bite really hard on his mouth, and then you see foam start to come up, bubble out of his mouth, and he expires on the ground in front of you, tied up.
I take my rope back.
I'm just gonna drop, like, put my dagger away and say useless.
Sorry, it was a high DC.
And turn around.
These guys are like
okay.
Zealots. They won't break easy.
Right.
Okay, guys.
And then I head over to Elowen. I just cry.
I'm gonna probably say that everyone sorts of like slowly make their way over. Troken's dead. Creel goes next. Isha, you coming over too?
Yeah.
Just have the little guys just resting on the outskirts.
My sword as well.
On your shoulder. I'll pop it up there.
Does
next
the sword
tab.
have a name?
Spiritual weapon. No, it's up to that's up to Jamie. So yeah, you all gather around your fallen friend. Lifeless on the ground.
I think at this point, Isha's kind of like processing. He's just like taking it all in. He's like, he should have been there. He should have taken the hits. He really should have blocked. He should have been her shield, and he's got a slight panic to him. He's looking around. He doesn't really know what to do, and it hits him. So he puts his halberd on the ground, and he goes to Opal. He kneels down in front of her, and he goes, "Can I trust the most creative person that I know with this?" And he gives her his sketchbook. He takes the pouch off of his thigh, and he gives her the bag where he keeps his sketchbook and his art supplies, and he's like, "Can I trust you with this?"
Of course, Isha. I don't like this, but yes, you can trust me with this. Don't leave us. I've lost too many.
We'll see what happens, but I promise you I'll do my best.
She just holds
Again,
that pouch tightly to
he
her chest.
ruffles your hair. He looks at Tad, he looks at Creel, and he goes, "I hope that you can keep the promise that I made you do just so many suns ago." And looks Tad right in the eye, thinking of when he asked Tad that if things go south, he would put him down. From here, he looks at Serafina, and he goes, "We just met, but you look like a woman of faith. Could I ask you a favor?"
I'd be happy to help.
"Can you please pray to your God and make them watch so they witness what humanity is willing to do for one another?"
Absolutely. She is a being of love, and there seems to be a lot of love pouring out of you.
And lastly, he stands up after ruffling Opal's hair, and he takes his scarf, very gently walks over to Bird and puts it around her neck. "Swear to me you keep this safe."
Till my last day.
He takes his hand behind your head, he touches his head to yours, and says, "Thank you for being a lighthouse when everything has been raging seas." From there, he will walk over to Ellen's body. He will kneel down and flex his wings. And what you hear him say is, "Thank you for granting me true freedom just once, to feel the sun's embrace. But it appears my duty requires me to be on the ground." He will then flex his wings So they're extended as far as they can, and they sort of envelop both him and Elwyn while he's kneeled down beside her. From here, he puts his hands above her chest, and he starts to speak just broadly, as loud as he can. I know that you're watching me. You know that I have sworn this temporary life to deliver all of humanity's hopes and dreams to that fated sunrise where they can smile without fear and without worry. Let me prove to you that I am willing to go to such lengths to see that humanity has a place amongst the stars. And from here, the chains begin to heat up as you all feel the temperature in the area heat, and it gets to the point where you all have to back up because it's unbearable. The rocks on the ground are steaming. Isha is beginning to sweat, and it gets misty from the heat, like a mirage in the desert. And the chains heat up and begin to snake downward off of Isha's arms, but they seem to react violently at this request he's making of them. They're lashing out at him. They are slashing at his sides. They're stabbing him. He's wincing. He's struggling. And then, Opal, you hear a laughter behind your shoulder.
I look, what do I see?
You see the steam and the mist and the moisture in the air sort of congeal and form into these spirits. And it's two children running past you and laughing, and they notice Isha. From here, they're helping him. He gets hurt by the chains, and one ruffles his hair, and the other hugs him. But when they touch him, he gets a moment of reprieve, and he can focus again, congealing and contorting the chains into this ball of energy. But those children dissipate once they touch Isha. You see the feathers on his wings beginning to burn. And it's an endless cycle and you start to see an old couple. They walk over to Isha, one ruffles and clears the hair out of his face as he's focusing. The old man puts his hand on his shoulder, and it repeats. The spirits are gone, but the feathers are burning. A band of drinking pirates are laughing and partying, and they, too, try to help Isha as he's focusing harder and harder. And as this cycle repeats of all these hopes and dreams that Isha carries with him, of all the people that he wants to help, they all place their hands on Isha's hands to help him contain the coils. And this repeats as all of the feathers of his wings burn away, very similar to Icarus when he flew too close to the sun. They begin melting away until there's only a few left. You then hear one final spirit as they look at all of you with a wooden sword, pretending to be a hero, and they give a gentle smile to all of you. The same gentle smile that you've seen Isha do time and time again. And you see Isha as a child walking over to his older self. As they put their hand on Isha's shoulder, he flinches just once and goes, "Together then." As Isha's little inner child dissipates, giving him one final reprieve from the pain. and he has this giant ball of energy, and he just whispers, "Tomorrow comes, Ellie. Please." As he shoves that energy into Elowen's chest, and it begins to cool down as the steam dissipates and goes away. You see Isha is just shaking. He is exhausted as he's doing this CPR to Elowen to try and resuscitate her. And after all the energy is poured into Elowen, there's no more feathers, no more chains, no more of that bronze energy you've all witnessed in his eyes. It's just your reckless, stubborn, yet unwavering friend. Look up at all of you, give you that gentle smile, and just for the first time, you witness Isha collapse.
Opal runs over and touches Isha. Isha, what did you do?
So, my turn.
Rob Jacobs here.
I've turned his camera on. I can
Rob.
see him.
Okay,
Hey, buddy.
wonderful. Okay.
Hi.
Right. So I'm going to be sort of taking you through that again, but from a different perspective. So Isha, as you kneel before your fallen friend, you notice really for the first time how small she is. And we all know her size never held her back. But seeing her small form, yes, your thoughts do grow paternal and jump towards your children. You beckon everyone close, everyone kneels down. Creel kneels down right behind you, puts his hand on your shoulder, and he just whispers in your ear, "Bravery needs to take a lesson from you, my boy. We're all right behind you." As you close your eyes and join your hands together and place them over Elowen's sternum, you breathe deeply, and your consciousness is pulled from this place to a far-off shoreline. Broken piers, trade ships listing in the gentle waves, coarse sand under your feet, salt on the air. You look out over Sunbrand, the mountains cresting out of the Gulf of Kar, and you look down the beach and see your wife, Nessia, playing with your children. She looks at you, smiling happily. The world spins around you and day turns to night as you sit alone on a riverbank, kneeling, clutching your wife's lifeless body slumped at the water's edge. The world spins once more, night to day. A grave on a desert island, waves lapping on the beach, pieces of very familiar cloth from your wife's dress tied to the grave markers so they shall still move on the wind, keeping her with a sense of motion, a sense of life. A moment of clarity steals your mind, conviction, providence, purpose. Protection is your power, the very fibre of your being, the essence that flows in your veins. And you hear your wife's voice say, "You are my shield." Your consciousness is thrust back into the cavern, here in this moment. The hot molten balls of metal that have collected in your hands pulse, and your wings extend as a wave of golden energy flows into Elowen's form. Elowen. Hello.
You're muted. Oh, there you are.
Your eyes slowly crack open, and you hear the faint sound of water flowing, falling, pooling. There's a breeze on your face, you smell wildflowers, and a warmth coming from the low light of a setting sun. You stand barefooted on the soft grass on the bank next to a very familiar set of waterfalls in Lysanis, silent cascades. Something is off. You look down and you see a very pale ivory dress. No sword, no armor. Your white hair flows freely in the wind, untethered. You stare at the flowing mass of water, making little to no sound, only a whisper of a tiny stream, but before you are 3 giant waterfalls. The white foam silently exploding like clouds. This place has shown you a lot of comfort in the past, but there is an unease, an uncertainty. You glance across the river Hiss, and for a moment you see a figure astride a massive white horse, the white mane flapping in the wind. The rider, female, long blonde hair, beautiful face, platinum polished armor glinting in the setting sunlight, and a broad hilted rapier hanging on her side. This horse stops. He turns and looks at you. You feel your consciousness pulled across the water towards her until you're standing right in front of her. Now dismounted, she walks towards you and takes a knee. You know her. This is Aqual, first warrior Asamar of Acalia. A horse beside her is Anhael. She studies your face for what seems like an eternity before she finally speaks. Just says, "Have you lost your way?" Our destiny rarely lights the path we covet. It has its own ideas. The battle is then, do you accept the path before you or do you change it? Iria confirmed on me this warrior power. I was to be a great leader, forge a path for future generations of Godkin. I chose to accept, and I have no regrets. And seeing you here, this is clearly the wrong path for you. And she turns her head away from you and walks away slightly, and the distance between you seems imperceivable. She's both next to you and hundreds of feet away. But as she turns back, her hair's now dark. Her armor darkened and tarnished. The horse is now black, much larger. Its head is that of a lion with demon's horns, a flowing black mane. It wears a silver circlet on its brow with a dark red gem inset into its center, and it snarls and brandishes its teeth at every opportunity. Aqual approaches the beast, stroking its mane, attempting to calm it, and says, "Gently, Nikiri. She is our guest." Aqual walks towards you once more, and you look down and sees your attire has changed once again. You now see dark red and purple dress, the shrouded veil, dark necrotic wings unfurled, and a small silver blade plunged deep into your upper chest. Aqual steps up to you, grasps the handle of the knife, pulls it out. You feel the sensation of the yank from the knife, but there's no pain. Aqual looks at the blade. This blade is not your own. The one who wields it nurtures a foul seed, spite, malice, vengeance, a borrowed power that's not our own. The deal was struck, 2 minds in one head. Yet her conviction was stronger than your own. You fell. Suddenly the expression on her face changes to that of disbelief, and then slight acknowledgement. She seems to have seen something that has maybe just been described to her in fables, or has seen a ghost. Then astonishment as her eyes well with water. The seed of the Empyrean. Someone's calling you home. As you look at your necrotic wings are slowly starting to take the form of eagle's wings. Golden. The feathers burnished bronze, fading to a radiant rose gold at the tips. You've seen these wings before, on Isha. You look down the blade wound and you can see the pulse of golden energy radiating across your chest from the point of the wound. It pulses again, and again. The rest of you back in the cave, pulse after pulse of raw energy surges into Elowin's body, so much that her hair is starting to singe and her skin is starting to burn. As you send this power into, the rest of you can see that Isha's wings, as he described, are beginning to decay from the tips. The feathers losing their colour and vibrance as they dry, wither, and turn to dust. Elowin. As the last pulse hits your chest, time slows to an almost stop, and a qual just reaches out a hand in time and clasps yours. Looks directly into your eyes, says, "You are loved. Very few get a second chance. Use it wisely." She evaporates as the last pulse of energy goes into your chest. The rest of you in the cave, as the last pulse of energy leaves Isha's hands and starts to dissipate around Elwin's body, the last feather from his wings falls, drifts down, and lands on Elwin's chest before it turns to dust. Moments pass. The rest of you can see the light from Isha's eyes start to fade. A few more moments pass. Wind and air rush into your lungs as Elowin's eyes shoot open and you start to cough. You are laying on the cold stone, the cavern floor. Around you are your found family, with invited guests. Opal, Tad, Birdwin, Seraphina, Briel Vargas, and Lynx, all kneeling. And right next to you, his hands now pulling away from you, is Isha, the glow fading from his eyes. As he sees you breathe and look at him, he smiles, closes his eyes, passes out next to you on the ground. And that is where we're going to go to break. Welcome back, Elowin. Hi, Jacob.
I made it.
You made it.
Good job.
Hey, Jordan, what the fuck?
Sorry.
How dare you?
You can talk about that after the break.
I agree.
All right,
Yeah.
guys. Take 10 minutes, and we'll come back and we'll carry on the story. See you soon. Hi guys. Welcome back.
Hello.
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 Scared me.
Did I like miss something? Like what? What?
No, not much.
No.
Nothing.
Just
No, it's
combat.
totally
You know
fine.
how D&D is.
Nice.
We actually
Perfect.
invented pizza while you were gone, so
Oh hell yeah,
And golf.
Mhm.
dude! Restaurant subplot. I'm down.
Okay.
Honestly, with all the trauma, we need a restaurant subplot.
Yeah, I could do pizza right now.
Gosh,
Right, goddamn now.
Pizza's being cooked.
we have so
Nice.
many dietary restrictions. I won't even get into it. But pizza's become almost impossible at our house. We found a place though that all of us can get pizza, and it's amazing. They do dairy free. They do gluten free. They have these amazing like garlic butter like cheesy bread things
yeah,
that gluten free. I'm like, hell yeah. Yeah, it's
Why do you get dice? Oh,
No.
shit.
it's about an hour away. But it's good.
You ever played this game before? dude?
Run!
You know, it's been a minute.
Okay, before the thoughts of garlic nuts completely take over my mind, we'll pull it back into the story.
Wait, 1 second. Sorry, I'm trying to get my kid in his computer.
Go for it.
Oh my god.
By the way, Jordan, what you just said just knocked me to the fucking moon, dude.
you didn't even know about that part.
You have a way with words, my friend.
That's fine.
100%, 100,000.
I
This
kept
is
the
me.
whole Mirage bit in my sleeve because I wanted to hit you with that, Rob. Surprise you.
Yes, buddy. That was like a
Thanks, man.
Christmas present.
So we can remember. I was like, Jordan for DM when?
I was looking down
One shot when?
at my piece of paper going, I've got to follow that shit. yeah, that floored me. Well done. Right. Elowin's eyes blink open as she comes back to consciousness, coughing and spluttering on the ground before you. Elowin, you were at 1 hit point. You still have a gaping hole in your chest. The knife is now out and on the ground next to you, and Isha has collapsed unconscious next to you on the ground.
Okay, I'm gonna slap my hand on my own chest and cast Cure Wounds, which is,
Pragmatism.
well, I don't want to do that again. What am I looking for? D8s. Where's my? I didn't even have my dice out.
Well, you were dead. You were dead not 15 minutes ago.
That's 19 HP for me,
Nice.
Damn.
and then I'm gonna like flop to the side and put my hand on Isha and also cast Cure Wounds on him. $15. That would have been really funny if it was like 4. And then
Luckily, that
if
makes me mad.
Isha, does Isha wake up?
Nope. Nope.
He's out. Not to pardon the pun, but away with the fairies.
You should make a great. Okay. So
And then just
We can
I'll
tell
just
Isha-
flop back over on my back and be like, does somebody want to fill me in?
Creel just runs over to you and just cradles you in his arms.
Say, hey, Pops, sorry.
Bird's gonna drop down next to both of you and just like in amazement that you're here again and like uber concerned for whatever just happened, but she's just, I don't know what to do. Are you okay? You're awake? Is this real?
What did
Opal
is Isha good? Oh, is Isha good? What happened?
Roll
He said a lot of stuff.
roll a medicine check.
It's 21.
21. Isha is stable. He's just unconscious. He's not dropped to 0 hit points unconscious. He's just passed out. The amount of raw energy that just transferred through him when he performed whatever that was
Yeah.
has just taken his strength from him, and he's heavy deep sleep.
Okay.
Opal's gonna go over and just kind of run fingers through his hair. Has his hair changed?
There's a little bit more grey on there.
Okay. So
Just a little bit.
Just
Those temples have gotten a little deeper.
and just continue to stare at Elwyn with amazement and crying.
Elwyn looks a little different too, because it's like radiant energy, but not necessarily the exact same radiant energy. So she's got kind of like vitiligo going on, because she was in her necrotic form and then the radiant energy. So she's got kind of like a mask where her skin is still silver and her hands have some patches.
There's also a little bit of scarring as well from the immense heat that was generated by that ritual that just happened. So there's just slight imperfections on the skin that you can see. Creel, still cradling you at this point, looks over at the rest of you, just like a proud father, and smiles.
So did you get him out? What happened? Where's Demelza?
A really good question. She was bleeding out and then she disappeared.
She portaled away.
She had a ring and made a portal. So
That's one question answered.
Creel holds up his hand, and on his middle finger you see a very similar looking ring. And the gem that's set into the ring itself, the colour is not set, it's fluid. Rather similar to this one.
Well, that's good to know.
Elwyn, what happened?
I think I died.
That was...
And I think I saw my ancestor, and then my wings were like Isha's wings for a second, and then I was back.
I think Isha gave you his wings.
He did what?
Like his glowy part, like his glow.
Yeah.
We
We watched his wings disappear.
Okay.
It was his choice.
I'm still gonna punch him.
Yeah, he said a lot of nice stuff. I'm not okay with it, but I'm so glad you're here.
Thanks. I think he called me Ellie. Only my brother calls me Ellie. I can't decide how I feel about that. I guess it fits. Everybody else okay? Like physically, is everybody okay? I'm sure emotionally we're very raw and we need to like deal with this trauma, but like
the other guys The other
Oh,
guys
yeah.
weren't anything. I tried to save one to question. He fucking did himself in, I guess.
You know, I guess we found the only Clem in the organization, which is really a shame because we could use more guys like that.
You miss Clem?
No, I wish
You?
that guy was like Clem. Maybe I do. Maybe maybe I've grown as a person through this experience.
Creel looks at the rest of you again and just says, I have a suggestion. Why don't we use the rest of that plant and make a fire? And let's all have a rest. And then we can have some conversations in the morning. That sound good?
If I want to
Yes.
shoot a firebolt into the plant to light it on fire, do I need to roll for attack?
Nah.
Okay.
Oh, see,
That's what
I was in a druid craft.
You can do that as well.
Like a show.
Big fire.
It's at just this point
I'm not-
that two of you recognise that there was a lump in the middle of that plant that was uninvestigated.
Right.
Just you set it on fire.
Do I still set it on fire, or we just did?
Oh, so I'd say you noticed that the mound and went, whoa, stop.
Cool. Can I investigate?
Gonna
it?
roll an investigation check, yes. You also find your arrow that you fired,
Yay!
so you get that back.
13.
13. What you see in
Yep.
front of you is a small mound that seems to be covered by thin material. As you pull the material back, you see the deceased but rather well preserved body of a small female goblin.
No!
You look down at her hand and you see a very similar gold band around her finger, as you saw Friedrich Creekmore wearing.
I'm gonna
That's
try
rude.
to cast Spare the Dying on her.
You cast a spell, but
Nothing.
there's no change. He's been gone a while.
Yeah. I tried.
Can I... What would he want here? Should I, like, take her ring back to him? Is there anything that, like, I can take back to him on her behalf?
Well, the last words he said to you was, "Please find my wife."
Well, that's not helpful, Rob.
Well, he's not here right now, so he can't answer your questions. I'm just trying to be helpful DM guy.
Are you?
Yeah.
Nope. I announce what I've found to the group, and I don't know what to do here. A lot has happened in the last 5 minutes.
Just one more point of order. You also, hang on, make sure I got this right. Yes. Underneath the body, you find a not all that badly tarnished, but just like a bit scuffed, a longsword hilt that you can pull free. Doesn't have a blade, but where the blade should be on a normal sword, inset into the hilt itself is an orange gem.
Okay. This feels important. Can I invest? I'm not very good at investigation, but can I like investigate the gym?
If I'm there, I can try an Arcana check. I'm with you.
Yeah, you're there. You see it, yeah. I'd say, yeah, if investigating something that you already have in your hand isn't really going to help, but
Sure.
Arcana may give you some sort of question as to why or what it is.
16.
16. You feel there is some sort of arcane power held within this hilt, but you don't quite know what it does. Might be worth taking it to someone who has slightly more arcane knowledge to glean more information.
Like the doctor?
Perhaps.
Okay.
That was just me remembering how he talked.
Okay. I'll put that away with my stuff and
If you rest, I can look at it in the morning and tell you what it is.
okay.
And you'll see Tad is really quiet and sullen and almost kind of dejected a little bit. Just a wild run of events that he's not handling very well. Yeah, I'll look at it in the morning.
Okay. Why don't the rest of you go to sleep? I'll just watch over you for a few hours and then I can trance later. See if Isha wakes up.
Opal's gonna go lay next to Isha.
You don't recognize it, but you now have a small rock gnome cuddled up next to you. Creel just gives one final glance over the group and he just catches your eye, Seraphina, and just smiles. You found me.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, we'll talk about it in the morning.
Yeah, we better.
And you just start to see his eyelids droop. See he like rolls over, puts his arm underneath his head, and he's had a rough few weeks as well as this guy. A few days really. Right, so we all taking a long rest.
Yeah, I think Elowen probably, like she has to pass out. Like if she's sitting there, if she's next to Creel, probably has a hold of his cloak or his shirt sleeve or something, grounding, and falls asleep because she just died and is went through all that, not because she's wants to go to sleep, but with Demelza still out there, she's holding that panic back.
Yes.
And just taking the moment with her friends.
With the mild comfort that now surrounds you with all of your friends. Right, so everyone gets a long rest. Everything is replenished. Everyone back to full hit points.
Woo-hoo.
Elowen, for the next day, you are at one level of exhaustion just because of the fact that you died. So your ability checks are at disadvantage, but only for one day. Next 24 hours, once you take another rest, that will go away and you'll be back to normal. Right, I'm going to move back to the other screen. Bring Tad's camera back on. Where are you, camera?
Hooray.
There he is.
Hello.
Okay, so Isha, while you you're unaware that you're taking a long rest, but while you're taking a long rest, what are you dreaming about right now?
I think what Isha would be really dreaming about is not necessarily his family at this moment, but sort of like when he passes out in the real world, after he has those visions that you described earlier, I feel like he would actually wake up in like a dream world of a field of golden wheat. And he's just kind of just in like actually taking in the view. And all of those specters of the hopes and dreams that he carries with him of everyone he's ever met, of those that helped him. I feel like he's dreaming of them just being happy. And like he's just soaking the festivities in, and he's just on that hill where just watching the wheat blow in the wind and watching the people that he's carried with him just enjoying the day, being happy.
Nice. Usually you open your eyes and you're in the cave, but no one else is there. You stand up, look around. Just you in this cave. Make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Sure. What is my wisdom? Oh, doing good. 15.
15.
Hmm.
As you look round the cave, you sort of see echoes of what just happened in the fight that you just had in this place. You see Opal, just like a faded image of Opal just reaching forward and shooting fire from her hand, and then it dissipates. You see Birdwin turn into leaves and then reappear in front of her. You see Demelza move with just lightning speed, far too quick, towards Elowen. You see the blade just approach her chest, and then she disappears. You see the plant reappear very, very briefly, and you see the tentacles writhe around, and then one whips at you, and just before it's about to hit your face, it goes. You see yourself wrap the scarf around Bird's neck, and the last touch was just on those two pieces of woven hair that's in the scarf as you pull away. Down to your left, you see the hilt of a long blade, slightly tarnished, quite burnished silver, but needs a good clean. On the end of the pommel you see like an icon sigil, but it's worn away slightly. You can't really make out what it is. And on the top part of the crossguard, where the blade should be, you see an orange gem. This is the only image that's actually remained that you've seen so far in this, whatever this is, or wherever you are. Everything else has sort of come into being and then gone away. But this materializes and stays where it is.
Can Isha interact with the hilt? Is it like, can he physically like maneuver with it?
You mean you want to go ahead and touch it?
Yes.
As you reach your hand out and you touch your hand goes around the grip. Make me another wisdom saving throw, please.
This one is a 10.
10. When you perform the ritual that you just did, not really knowing that you had the power within you to do this, you are now lifted and teleported to a high peak, snow covered. You're inside a large stone chamber with vaulted ceilings. The windows are open, there's no glass. This hall seems to go on forever and ever and ever and ever. And slowly approaching you from the opposite end of the infinity that's in front of you is a large, hulking form with large, leathery wings. Each footfall just echoes around the chamber. As it gets closer and closer and closer, you can see this huge dragon.
Isha remains steadfast, and while nervous, he just looks forward at the dragon. He doesn't look away.
As it starts to approach a little bit further, it starts to do that like cheetah shoulder action as his neck cranes lower and gets sort of onto your height. I mean, this thing when it stands up straight is just into the ceiling, practically beyond the ceiling. It gets really low. You can feel just the breath coming through the teeth that you now see very, very close to you as the eyes focus in down its snout towards your face. It looks you deep in your eyes, and all you hear is, "Those were a gift. I can see how much you coveted them." Everything disappears. You snap open your eyes and you're now in the actual cave, surrounded by your friends. And you're wide awake. And everybody else comes to consciousness after a long rest. The rest of you got kind of an okay sleep. I think Alwyn probably would have had nightmares, I would imagine, about just what happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone's awake. What would you like to do?
When we wake up, I'm gonna go over to Isha and beckon him to get down on my level. And take a minute to decide if I do want to punch you. And then just hug you instead and say thank you.
He hugs back, but in a way of like picks you up, and he's hugging you in a way where he's just thankful that you're awake. He's not saying anything. He's just soaking in the moment that it worked.
I'm really sorry.
There's nothing to be sorry for, Ellie.
But you just got them and they were really cool. That's not fair.
Just know that I'd cast anything away for this family, and I'll carry the burden of defying that fate first. That isn't something you need to apologize for. It was my choice, and one that I'm proud to make.
Do you know who else calls me Ellie? My big brother.
Hopefully he's a
So-
lot nicer than your other friend.
The rest of my family's pretty awesome. Well, my parents are kind of... That's a whole other story. But point being, if you wanted to... I'd be okay with that if you wanted to call me Nap.
That's good to know.
Okay. Should we get these crazy people out of this cave?
Catch me up on what I missed, and then let's get out of this cave.
I don't know. I'll turn to the rest of the group. Hey, we're done with our moment. What did we miss?
When we wake up, is Isha already awake, or are we kind of stirring and then wakes up? Like,
No, the rest of you are coming back to consciousness slowly as you're waking from a nice deep sleep, and then all of a sudden he just sits up like a vampire from the box, just.
Well, Opal, being right next to him, would tackle him back to the ground and hug him
Aw.
because he's awake.
Nope.
Isha's just gonna be like, "Ow, I'm very sore. Please."
Sorry.
That one hit
And
point
then
of
I'm gonna
damage back
give
to
him his-
unconsciousness.
And then I'm going to give him his sketchbook back.
He ruffles your hair one last time, and he's very thankful for his sketchbook back as he puts it back around his thigh.
I'm just glad you're here, man. And I'm glad Eloman's here too.
I would say, did you not know, noticing the sketchbook, did you not know that was going to work?
No. But it needed to be done.
Isha's back to full hit points, right?
Yeah.
No?
I can see those
No.
colors just turning.
No?
Do I?
You're supposed to make changes when you have, well, near death. I don't know if it's the same for actual death. You're supposed to make changes. You're supposed to examine things about yourself. Hey, could you just, if you're gonna do something like that again, could you just make sure that you know that it's gonna work first, please? Or have contingencies? Opal, back me up.
He had contingencies.
Oh, yeah.
Bird, back me up.
I'm happy with the outcome. I have feelings, and I don't know how to process it. She's gonna slowly untie the neck scarf and return it to Isha. I don't think she's ready for that responsibility, but I think she's gonna take a stoic cue from Isha and say that I hope the lighthouse helped. Please don't do that again.
There's an echo.
Isha
in
just nods. Isha just nods and goes, "You can punch me if you're mad at me."
I'm not mad.
I'm just disappointed.
Everyone's here. I'm also not disappointed. I'm not disappointed.
I hear him say that.
Not
I am going
mad.
to take one swing, but it's at his thigh level. It's I'm not really going to get. I'm not even going to get a hit point worth of it. I'm mad.
Opal's gonna go like this to get him down to her level.
Okay.
And then she's gonna ruffle his hair.
Aww.
Oh, I thought you were going to clock him.
Oh.
He thought he was gonna get clocked too.
Good.
Serafina, are you so
when
glad
he-
that you?
When he stands back up,
That's fine. Go ahead.
when he stands back up, I want to Bird touches his cheek, and with all of the gold and the chains and everything gone again, you're gonna need to be a little bit more careful now. And that's it.
Thank you, Serafina.
He should. Gives the gentle smile and just looks her in the eyes.
Okay.
Serafina, you're welcome to hang out with us, but that was a hell of an introduction to this group. How you doing?
I mean, you all seem to be pretty upset with the course of action, but that was a profound act of love that, quite frankly, few that I have encountered have commit to something like that, and that is... I'm happy to be here.
Those
Okay,
of
so
you,
you're ours now.
those of you who have
happy
any
you're
sort of
here.
proficiency
We're happy you're
in
here,
history or
Serafina.
religion, just roll me a check.
History.
I don't have either. Okay.
Thing.
16.
16.
That's not me.
Looking at Serafina when she says that to you, she is adorned in this very, very nice shining armor, and the breastplate that she wears is the image of the side profile of a very beautiful woman's face with flowing hair, and there is a heart locked into the locks of the hair behind the head. And you know this to be the image or sigil of Chimera, who is the goddess of love, as well as other things.
What other things?
Serafina?
Don't worry about it,
I'm
baby.
kidding. Don't worry about it.
During this conversation, you just hear from about 20 feet away from you a familiar voice just go, I found something! As Lynx is sort of jumping up and waving his hand. He runs towards you, away from the pile of ash that used to be the Trocan. It's now just burnt into cinders when it expired. And he comes over holding a ring in his hand. On top of the ring is set like a glass stone, and on that stone, I will show you. I find where I put it. Where are you? Ah, there we are. Is a symbol, which looks like that. I will send you all this privately or in the group chat when we finish the game, so you've all got it.
Okay.
Like says, well, he must have been wearing this when he expired, and it just didn't burn up with the rest of him. So, but I have no idea what it means.
Do I recognize that? Jacob is blanking, but I feel like that's giving crazy recognition. Am I wrong? Have I seen this before?
You can roll just roll an intelligence check.
Okay. Yeah,
There it is.
just a straight up ant.
Mhm.
11 plus 2, I think. Yeah, 13.
13. Yeah, it was a very high DC for you to break because you have seen this before.
Yeah.
When you were, for want of a better word, relocated from your original homeland to somewhere else, some of the gathered populace that were in the chamber with you had rings adorned with this sigil. But as far as the
Ooh.
what it is called or what it pertains to,
Yeah.
you don't know. But you've definitely seen this symbol before.
As soon as it came up, I'm like, oh, that's. Wait a second, I know that. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Okay, so there's a lot I want to do this morning. That I'm gonna just push that down real quick. That's a thing. Okay. I want to be over here for a second, and I'm gonna grab the sword hilt, and I'm just gonna go start doing other shit. And I'm gonna grab the ring, and I'm gonna grab the sword hilt, and I'm just gonna start doing ritual casting identify for 10 minutes each on the sword hilt, the ring, and anything else that I see in the vicinity, because I'm just going to keep on ritual casting, doing things to occupy my brain so I don't have to think about stuff.
Okay. Well, no one's actually investigated the cave yet. Now the battle is finished. So if you want to have a look around to see what you can find, then by all means. But
I actually want that. So
yeah,
that
okay.
works.
So anyone who wants to have a look around, just roll an investigation check for me.
Rob,
Hello.
while they do that, and Tad isn't doing identify on those items, does Isha recognize the handle from his dreamscape? Is it as like the same handle?
Make a perception check.
That's a 16.
That is the same handle.
Okay, part 2 to this question. Does Isha have a copy of the handle still with his body? Did he bring it from the dreamscape to real life?
No, the sword hilt only existed within your dream itself, but it is strange that once you regain consciousness and you look at Tad as he starts to walk away, he's carrying the exact same hilt.
Okay. So that's something that we got to address once you're done identifying.
Which piques your interest, I would have thought. So you ritually cast identify. What are you doing first? Are you doing the ring or are you doing the sword hilt? Or are you having
So
a look
I'll
around
say
first?
as I'm going to grab the ring, I'll go back to Ellen. If you ever fucking die again, I'm gonna kill you myself. And I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna give you a hug. Because I know that's Tad's way of being kind.
Alright, yeah.
And say, I will expect you to kill me yourself if I ever die again. I'm so sorry.
Right. It's okay. You gotta fucking be careful. There's people. Anyway, you know.
I know.
Now go to Isha. If you ever fucking die again, I'm gonna kill you myself. Same thing.
You swore that you did. You swore that you would. So I keep you to it.
You're right.
I'm sorry, he what?
Bro code.
Huh?
Just let it go.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start with the hilt, and just take 10 minutes to create a ritual, huge, stuff in the dirt of the cave, and all these arcane symbols and runes, and the sword is in the very center. And this whole entire time of this casting, you do see a slight still glow off of the right shoulder of Tad, as he's putting everything together. And ritual finally completes. His eyes open, the purple is gone, and there is just one solid, just dark green, like entire orbs, and then dissipates. And he identifies.
And you identify a sunblade.
Ooh.
The item appears to be a longsword hilt. While grasping the hilt, you can use a bonus action to cause a blade of pure radiance to spring forward into existence, or make the blade disappear. While the blade exists, this magical longsword has the finesse property, and if you are proficient with a short sword, you are also proficient with this blade. It has a +2 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this weapon, which deals radiant damage instead of slashing damage. When you hit an undead with it, the target takes an extra 1d8. It has to be activated by a magical word, and the word can only be known to the person who can activate the sword. Basically, you found a lightsaber.
Right.
That means a coughing fit. Damn.
With that, Tad's just gonna pick it up from the center of the ritual. Just not even looking at him, just walk over to Isha. Just hands it. Just doesn't even. Just here. Just take it. Just you need. This is really cool. This is really neat. This is for you. I'm pretty sure. But have you seen it? Like, this is really cool. It's like it does a whole thing. I think you say a word and it's like, and then it has a fire. It's here. You should just check that out.
This blade is your life.
Don't lose it.
Be careful with it.
Don't lose it.
Don't lose it.
I don't want to tell you death sticks.
What happens when Isha holds it? Does anything like connect in his head?
Do you grab it?
Yes.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, of course.
That's 9.
Dark side.
You're standing in a cave. There is no one there but you. But this time, you hold a sword in your hand. Well, the hilt.
God damn it!
Tad, what did you do?
Make a
I don't
make
know.
a perception check. No,
Who?
sorry. The rest of you during this thing,
Who?
you just see Isha's face just go blank, like he's descended into a catatonic state.
Tad, did you give Isha a cursed item?
I might have.
What did we
No, it's
say
not
about
cursed.
giving
It's not
people
cursed.
cursed
No,
items?
I know it's not cursed. It's not. It says it's just a battered sword. Oh, come on.
I rolled a 16.
16.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, spare me a sec. Right. You're in the same cave that you were when you had the fight. You're in the same cave that you were stood just moments ago with your friends. So you know the layout of this cave. This cave is dark, except for a tiny little mote of light that's coming through a crack in the ceiling about 80 feet above you. But on the left-hand side of the cave, where there's a rocky outcropping, you can see a little glow just around the behind the rock that you're looking at. You can see just like it's not pulsing; it's just glowing slightly.
I will head towards that
A good idea.
area.
You walk over, and as you start to approach the rocks, as you get closer and closer and closer, the blade just starts to vibrate slightly within your grip. When you turn the pommel towards you, where once was tarnished, the tarnish starts to fade away, and basically what you see on there is a straight line, and then a very basic outline of a sun that's cresting above a horizon. As you turn back and you see the orange gem on the inside of the sword, that has a slight glow as you get closer and closer and closer to this rock. And as you turn the corner and see the cause of the glow, you see etched into the rock in bright letters a word, which is Ethereum. As you spell Aetherum.
Ethereum.
Ethereum.
So Isha will trace his hands over that word and say the word out loud.
Trace your hands, trace your fingers across the letters themselves, which they feel warm within the rock itself. And then you speak the word. A blade of pure radiant energy just emanates from the central gem within the hilt itself. The length of a long sword, but it has the finesse of a short sword.
Oh boy. He just admires the blade. I don't think he really does anything goofy, like swings it around or anything. He just admires it.
What you see is something a little bittersweet. As you admire the sword itself, the handle now returned to its normal polished state. As the blade is out, you can see a familiar glow in your eyes that you know that when that blade is put away, that glow won't be there anymore.
He solemnly understands this, but proudly retracts the blade, fully accepting the choice that he made, and has no regrets in that regard.
And as the last element of the radiant blade re-enters the gem and the gem goes dormant, the coin of phrase, you're back in the room. And you now hold in your hand the hilt that Tad passed to you, knowing what it is and what it can do. You do need to attune to it.
Okay.
If you want to use it, so just mark one of your attunement slots off. Right, the rest of you who are rolling investigation checks around this cave.
I rolled a 13.
13.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else?
I rolled a 16, but my only goal is going to be to get my own sword off the ground. If I see anything on the way, but Elowen's not, like, exploration time, you know what I mean? Or, like,
Right.
stay within the circle of wagons time. So I'm venturing out to find my sword. If I find anything else or see anything else, I will tell someone to look for it.
Okay. With the 16, you do find the dawn song is about maybe 10 feet. Only about 10 feet from you.
Is it Dawn Song or is it still Requiem?
It's sort of a mixture of both. Like you, it has retained some of its necrotic form, but also it has retained some of its radiant form. So it now needs a new name, which I will leave to you.
Third time's a charm.
Sorry, 13 was it, Opal?
Yes. And she's looking because she's trying to process stuff, and
Yeah.
this is how she processes things, is by
methodically
looking for
going
things.
through things, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
As your huge steel defender clomps up next to you, and Rocky comes back to your shoulder, holds in the wings, having scored a kill. I was determined to get a little thing a kill. Are you investigating what? So there are bodies of the downed bandits in the
The
room.
way that Opal feels right now, she's looking at everything. She's looking at the bandit. She's
Everything
looking
you
at
can
the
possibly
rocks.
find. Right. Okay.
Yeah. Like she's gonna spend some time.
Okay. So on the bandits that Creel murked when he loosed his bonds and finally got free. On those guys, you find 3 gold, 26 silver, and a small, just a standard healing potion. Those are on the 2 guards that Creel broke the neck of and sucked life from when he came into the room. The other 2 guards that were trying to act as a human shield for Demelza when she was being a little bitch. On one of those guys, you find a small scroll of parchment that's tied with normal, like, just hempen twine. Upon opening this, you roll out a small scroll, and it is basically just a small instruction, and the instruction reads, if the pods fall, return to base. And it's signed Admiral Laurentus Rackham.
Motherfucker.
There.
And that's all you find from the fallen foes in the room. Demelza portaled out, so she's not there anymore. The Trocan is just a ball of ash. And Lynx has already rifled through that and found the ring, which I will now go back to Tad to, who's still casting Identify on. It is actually just a ring. It doesn't have any magical properties to it at all. It's just basically this is just a symbol, like a badge of honor worn by those people who are part of whatever this organization is, but it doesn't actually have any magical properties to it itself. It's a nice silver ring. You might be able to sell it, but as far as magical properties go or anything else, it's just a ring.
So there's nothing in amongst the rocks or like any chest hidden or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
No, they kept most of their belongings at the bandit camp that you came through to get to this place. But this was basically, the camp was their home. This was basically where they went to work because their job was to be protecting this pod. And I'll sort of pretend I said that in Creel's voice, because Creel comes over to you as he sees you rummaging around the place, and says, I want to apologize for being captured so easily. But in my incarceration, I did keep my ears open. I have some information for you if you'd like to hear it.
Of course.
Elowen, and he beckons you over. In fact, everyone, just gather round for a moment, please, if you would. Demelza Willowthorn is a small cog in a large machine. An evil cog that I really wanted to kill. But she seems to have one of these, and he holds his hand up again, and you see the ring that with the very liquid core gem in the middle of it. While I was tied up, bound, I heard names and conversations. The names Josiah, Zeke, and Vasil were spoken quite often, especially by Demelza herself. These are priests of the blind. Now, her only being a deacon, These are obviously her superiors. The Trocan that's now a pile of ash on the ground. And he looks at you, Tad. Sorry, could I see that ring a moment?
Bring it over.
He looks at the sigil and not really a wry smile, but a notice of acknowledgement just crosses his face. The Trocan and the Blind belong to a court of Trocan. These are called the Shroud of Vermilion. Shroud of Vermilion bears a symbol that you now see on this ring. The Blind have been putting out a lie that they somehow worship this race of beings called the Nysivian. This isn't true. The Nysivian are real creatures, but they live in the Underdark, and they are, for want of a better word, minions of the Raven Queen. They assist her by transferring souls from death to the afterlife. Yes, they are octopi in nature, but they are benign. There's no malevolence within them. This room was made up to basically deflect any and all attention away from the court of Trocan that is called the Shroud of Vermilion. The location I never heard of. Now, I'd like everyone to just make a quick history check.
Natural 20.
Oh shit.
Yes, dude.
11.
Uh, 16.
16. Seraphina,
18.
this wouldn't actually resonate with you as you weren't part of the collective party at this point. This is something that happened history-wise within this collective group before you arrived, so I apologise about that. But so natural 20. Cast your mind back, Isha, to a message in a bottle. And you entered a cave, and you had to extinguish lights, and you found another message. Remember what that message says?
Do not remember.
I do.
Did anyone
I
write
do.
it down?
I do. Hold
I
on.
know. No
It's
reason.
written down.
Yeah, because I can't remember it. That was like 10 episodes ago. I have an idea.
Oh,
I
yeah.
obviously I know where it is, but
I'll find it. Carry on. I'll find it.
all right.
I got it.
Go on.
I actually pass beneath the peak of darkness to find the reward you seek.
Okay. The Peak of Darkness
Hey, I wrote that
that
down.
it refers to is a mountain in Cliffspear called Knight's Crest. This is the largest mountain in the Voiceless Peaks on the mainland in Cliffspear. Beneath this mountain is a possible location of where the court holds court. He goes on to say that he stands up, holds the ring, and says, "I need to speak to Grand Mage Exerol about who else is weaving their way into this plot. The shards of resurrection are in play, and if they get their hands on them, as I said before, it's all over. Valing is where I need to go. And unfortunately, the way I get there only carries one person."
Before you go, I need to share. When I got sent here. People in the court of the Fae had rings with this symbol on it. I think this is a lot deeper than even just the blind. And I'm sorry, I haven't been more forthcoming with my background. But long story short, I was banished to now the people who worked with really evil dark forces in my home at that symbol. So do with that what you will. Anyway, sorry.
You just hear that one word in your head again.
Or
Faye. Emma Cry's voice just echoes and battles inside your head. Just one word, and it goes.
She got bird.
Real says,
Shelby.
What you got?
Roger.
Well, Bird hears Tad bring up what he brings up, and she doesn't necessarily want to say out loud again to the group because, you know, maybe something that'll happen. But she kind of beckons Bonnie over and whispers, tell him, like, who controls. And so I want Bonnie to go explain to Creel who my boss is in relation to what Tabby's just brought up.
Okay. So
And
Bonnie-
then also, when she's done, she also is like, I'll wait another minute. Go ahead.
That's all right. So Bonnie flutters over to Creel. Is this the first time that Creel's seen Bonnie? She's a
It would be.
Probably, yeah.
So, yes, this is a new thing for him. So this, do I still have the image of her? I'll save it. I did. Where is that? Oh, did I? Oh no, it's gone. Oh, sorry. I thought I saved it on the image file for the bottom section of the screen, and it's not there for some reason. I'll have to go find it. So yeah, this tiny sprite just flies over to Creel as he sort of opens his hand just instinctually, and she lands in it. There she is.
Yeah.
Just sort of sits down cross-legged in his palm, still with a smile on her face, but when she speaks it has a very serious tone to it. Bird has Novi. Novi is evil. Novi has Hemocrydaxios. Hemocrydaxios is evil incarnate. And flies back to you. Creel just, his face just drops. And he looks back at Tad. You're linked.
Yeah,
Hemocrydaxios, the head of the Vatic Deconvocate.
Unfortunately.
He's the person that sent you away? Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I don't share. I'm sorry.
He comes over and just hugs you.
Ken just leans in, and you do see like a tear going down. Just
Yeah.
He holds his hand.
Also, I don't want to like.
So go.
I don't want to like add more problems or anything. But did you say something about the shards of resurrection? Because I think there's this. I have a necklace.
Yeah. We didn't even.
And
Oh God. Oh no. Oh.
there's so
Wait.
many things.
At that moment, is Opal still wearing her necklace?
Oh, is this the stone?
Yes.
Because I think at that moment, Ellen's
Yeah,
going through the list and looks
Horcrux
over and
you have
goes,
me wearing.
Opal, why the fuck are you wearing that necklace? Isn't that the necklace that's cursed?
Because someone put it on, and I just left it on.
You can take off jewelry.
All right. What did Bird just show him? Was this the black gem?
The
black
the
stone?
black on it.
The onyx stone.
Yes. Yes.
Fuck.
Yes.
Okay.
You're such a man.
All these things are coming back from prior episodes.
Yes.
Previously on Glee.
It's your fault.
He. I know.
The DM. Why would you do this to me?
I love it. As you hold out that stone in front of him, he hits your hand to make you drop it. He releases you, Tad, and he grabs Bird by.
I've been wearing it for weeks.
He grabs Bird by the lapels and pushes her against one of the stone walls in the cavern and just holds you.
Isha intervenes.
Okay, make a
At this
strength.
point, he just full on intervenes.
Yeah,
No.
Strength?
Strength check, yeah.
You're fucked. That's a 25.
Oh no, I did a bad thing.
25.
Yeah, that was a nat 20.
I'm not going to beat you with a 16. Okay. What do you do?
He sees him lunge after he knocks the necklace out, and he full blown just grabs his arm, just full on death grip. Like he's like, don't you fucking touch her.
Okay. You grab hold of
The dads are fighting.
you grab hold of his arm. He just turns and looks at you and says, Isha, I'm trying to help. That stone is dangerous. I was trying to get
I
her
have
away
faith in her.
from the stone.
He interrupts and goes, I have faith in Bird, you have faith in Bird.
I mage hand the stone away.
My grandma.
My God. Oh my God. My grandma.
No.
End it. There's no coming back from that.
You know what? Yeah, fuck it.
No.
Yeah,
As Opal shouts out, my grandma! Fade to black. End of episode.
You better give me a chance to talk to Krill before he disappears.
Yeah.
Oh, you will.
Oh, we
Okay.
gotta have a whole. We can't. The whole
Um,
next episode just needs to be like sharing time, and everybody pass around the talking stick.
Yup.
What just
I
happened?
need a voice clip
My
of
grandma.
Nikki going, so I can have it on Twitch,
amazing,
on
Nikki.
Discord.
You
I
sound
just
in the
need
Discord.
access to it.
Amazing.
Put it on the soundboard.
I want Creel's reaction to that though.
I kind of think it was kind of like a double take or something. Like, what the?
Because they adventured
What is
together.
happening?
They know each other.
Yeah, yeah. He's looking
Oh,
around to
God.
try and find this woman that he knows.
Also, oh yeah.
We can't end
Knows.
now. They know each
Sure.
other. We can't end now.
Yeah, we
The
can.
drama.
There we go.
It's
I've been dead for
Imagine
weeks.
Link.
There's no
Oh.
way I could focus on anything.
Imagine
like that.
Link's in the corner, just like, what?
Popcorn or Seraphina like sharing him.
God,
The
dude.
tiefling party in the corner.
I just feel bad for Seraphina.
Seraphine is
Into a group.
like watching Dr. Phil right now. She's just,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
vibing.
Obviously, she
Jerry,
gives off the
Jerry.
vibes that she's here for it.
No, I'm your dad. No, I'm your real dad.
Ugh.
Oh my
Right, guys.
god.
That was fun. So, welcome back, Elowen.
So funny.
Thanks, guys.
We have a full
Thank
party
you.
again.
Thank you.
Right,
Bye.
hopefully, if nothing gets in the way, we can come back to this in 2 weeks and we can carry on this story. That was a like pump on the brakes stop, so there's a lot more to get through information wise. Creel's got more to tell you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the notes caught up.
So yeah, we'll
Promise.
converse in private as to when we're going to play again. Hopefully it's going to be soon. And anyone who came in to watch the raids that came through, thank you so much for those.
Thanks, Benito.
Thanks, Benito, and everyone that came with. Yeah, we'll get back to this game as soon as physically possible. But until then, thank you for watching. As always, thank you for playing. And I've been Rob, your DM. We'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.